Every Friday evening, I pack up from the cabin and head into town for supplies. The gravel drive from my lakeside cabin meets the main road through a narrow gate. I've always kept a retractable steel bollard in place there, something my grandfather installed after a bad break-in decades ago. Most of the time, it's just a silver post set in concrete. Press a remote, and it lowers flush into the driveway. This particular evening, I loaded the truck, ready to leave. But as soon as I reached the gate, I saw her. Karen. Blocking my exit with her brand new luxury SUV, parked sideways across the lane. She was standing there with her phone like she was at a crime scene. I rolled my window down. "Move your car," I said calmly. She crossed her arms. "You're not leaving until you explain why you put up this illegal barrier. This is HOA property." I glanced at the post in the ground. "This is my property. This bollard has been here for 40 years. "No, no, no," she said, smirking. "We're in charge now. And I'm calling 911. She did. While she was busy loudly telling dispatch about a dangerous man with a blockade, I pulled out the yellow folder I keep in my glove box, the same deed and survey documents I've shown deputies before. 20 minutes later, a sheriff's SUV rolled up. Karen ran to them. "Arrest him. He's got a security post blocking community access." The deputy stepped out, calm as a pond. "Ma'am, does your car belong here?" "Yes," she snapped. "I'm the HOA vice president." I got out of my truck, handed over my papers, and pointed at the clearly marked property line stake on the other side of her bumper. "This entire drive," I said, including the bollard, "is on private land. She's trespassing and blocking my exit." The deputy flipped through the paperwork, then looked at Karen. "He's right. This road is his. You're parked illegally." Karen's smug look vanished. "I don't care. He's not allowed to trap people in here." The deputy sighed. "Ma'am, you're free to leave. Right now. Otherwise, I'm going to have your vehicle towed." But Karen wasn't leaving. Instead, she shouted, "Fine. I'll move." She jumped into the driver's seat and tried to whip the SUV around, tires spitting gravel. That's when it happened. While she was fiddling with her steering wheel, I quietly pressed the remote. The bollard started to rise. She didn't notice, until she floored it in reverse. With a sound like a giant aluminum can being stomped flat, the bollard went straight up into her rear axle. Crunch. The SUV jerked upward and stopped dead, its bumper crumpled like a paper plate. Her engine revved uselessly as her wheels spun in the air. The deputy shouted, "Stop. You're destroying your own car." Karen staggered out, red-faced. "You did this. You broke my car." I pointed at the steel post, still standing there like a sentinel. "No, ma'am. You backed into a fixed security barrier that's been here longer than you've been alive." The deputy held up a hand. "Enough. Ma'am, you're lucky he doesn't press charges. Call a tow truck. You're not driving this out." Karen screamed about lawsuits and rules as her SUV sat wedged like a beached whale. I climbed back into my truck, hit the button to lower the bollard, and eased past the wreck without even touching her door. As I drove away, the deputy called after me, "Have a good evening. I'll stay here until the tow arrives." That night, as I pulled into town, I couldn't help smiling. There's something satisfying about a well-placed piece of steel doing its job. And every time I see that dented SUV now, I remember the sound of the bollard doing exactly what my grandfather designed it to do.